Season 1 of Diablo 4 is just around the corner, and with it means the beginning of the latter seasons that will be kicking off every few months or so. If this is your first Diablo, or maybe you haven't played in a long time and you're wondering what the hell seasons are, maybe you're concerned about how they affect you from some of the stuff you've heard. Well, in this video, I want to give you a real quick rundown of what seasons are, how your current renown progress will transfer over to seasons, what the battle pass will do, how to decide which class to play, and lastly, what happens when the season ends. If this is your first time on my channel, the way I do things here is by upfronting the knowledge within my videos so you can decide if it's the right one for you. So the biggest thing you're probably wondering is about renown. The two things that will transfer over when the season starts are your Lilith statues and your map progress. This is enough renown to get you through the first 2 tiers of renown in each region. Also, seasons are an exclusive realm that pops up for a certain time limit where everyone starts from scratch as if the game just launched. It's optional. You don't need to take part. It's entirely up to you. Your character remains totally safe and fine on the Eternal Realm. Once the time limit is up, usually 3 or 4 months, your character just transfers to the Standard or Eternal Realm that we are all currently on. That's it. That's really the gist and the big 2 questions you probably had about seasons. If that's all you wanted to know, please feel free to shut the video down. Unless you want to hear more about the other details or need more information, I want to get you back and playing the game as fast as possible. If you are heading out, please don't forget to like, comment, and or subscribe. Each one of those things does truly help me out in a very huge way. Also, I have a massive playlist filled with all my guides and how-tos for Diablo 4, linked in the description as well as the end of this video, if you need help with any other subjects. You can quickly navigate to any part of the video that interests you the most using the chapters in both the timeline and the description. Lastly, please don't forget to follow me on Twitch, where I will be streaming Diablo 4 as well as plenty of other games. Let's get started here on preparing for Season 1 in Diablo 4. So to get us started, let's go over the concept of realms so that we understand that nomenclature going forward. So take a look at my character right here. You'll see above that, you'll see their world tier, no big deal. Then you see Eternal Realm. This is the standard realm that every softcore player is on. And that's not a reference to the Cinemax version of softcore porn. Watched that way too much growing up. Eternal Realm is the standard realm. Anything that's not a season, that's not a hardcore player, they go to the Eternal Realm. Now, conversely, here is a hardcore player. Now, this says that it goes on to the hardcore realm. I don't know if this seasonal realm will have some sort of in-lore name or if it'll just simply be called seasonal, but I wanted to just quickly show off where you would see that realm and what the difference is. Once the season concludes, your character will transfer to the Eternal Realm where all of your characters exist. So, I'll talk about that more later at the end of the video, but suffice to say, you do not lose the character on season, and you do not lose any of your current characters. I think a lot of people might be confused with that if they've never taken part in any season in a Diablo game. If you're a Diablo 3 veteran, you know exactly what all this is. If you're a Diablo 2 veteran, this is the ladder system just called Seasons from Diablo 3. And when you transfer onto the Eternal Realm, everything just stays the same. You're not losing a character. Just to make that clear. So let's now talk about which progress transfers over. So here is your region progress as it stands. And you have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 individual tiers. And it's 200, 300, 400, 500, and 600 experience respectively to go in between each tier. So when the season starts, your areas discovered and your Lilith statues are going to progress to this season. So the whole map will be discovered when you start a new character on the seasonal realm, and you'll have all of your altars of Lilith, meaning you'll actually have a huge power spike than when you first started this game. Also, you're going to have 5 more potion slots, and you're going to have 5 more skill points. But how far away are you then to the next tier? Well, it's funny you ask, because I did all the math because I'm a loser. So Fractured Peaks, you're going to have 660 experience. You need 900 total experience to go from 0 in tier 1 to complete in tier 3. So you'll be, what, like 340 experience away. For the Dry Steppes, yes, I do need to finish my renown, you'll be at 555, which is the lowest amount of renown you'll have in an area, but you'll still have the first 2 completed because you need 200 and 300, right? That's 500. You'll have just beyond the second tier into the third tier. In Hawazar, you're going to have 620 total experience. In Kyrgyzstan, you're going to have 580 total experience. In Skazglen, you're going to have 690 total experience. So you're going to be well on your way towards unlocking the 3rd tier. And when you actually do start this season, what I would recommend you do is just simply do side dungeons and side quests in each region until you unlock its 3rd tier to get your final skill point. And then you just go ahead and keep doing and leveling up your character once you've done that. And you'll blow through leveling pretty quick. This is probably a good way to approach it. But that is what progresses, what progress from region progresses over to the seasonal realm. Now, as far as the Battle Pass goes, the Battle Pass is going to be a point of contention for a lot of people, right? We've all played, begrudgingly, I've played Fortnite, but we've all played like Call of Duty, we've played Destiny, we've played games that have Battle Passes. Apex, whatever. So it's kind of the same thing here. You're going to get sick-ass cosmetics, and you're going to have a bunch of other stuff. The nice thing here is that the free one will get access to season blessings. This is the power thing that every single character can take advantage of. If you pay for the Battle Pass, you'll get access to more cosmetics. So you can see right here, right? In fact, I'll even zoom in. If you're watching on mobile, it's easier for you to follow along with me. So here you can see at the bottom, oh, you get like a red torn shirt, like that sucks. But you get these things for free, like that barding, this right here. We're going to go on right here. Okay, you get a sword, but you get these right here for not free, whatever the hell that is, and you get these. So just to kind of give you an idea of what you're getting for the free versus paid version. We all get the season blessings regardless of whether we paid for it or not. That's crucial. Here's just another kind of show off of the things you get. So free things still does get cool shit, right? Like that's a pretty cool axe. It's a pretty cool helmet. I don't know if that's going to be in this season, but it's still nonetheless. You get emotes. You get a bunch of stuff here that you're going to get once you progress through individual seasons. And here's some of just more of the cosmetics. But to break all this out, here's the 3 tiers you get. Zoom in here again in case you're on mobile and you can't see my cursor. You've got free, which has got the free cosmetics, and smoldering ash. That's what the currency you use for season blessings. It's not a pay to win currency. It's the currency you get just by going through the pass itself. Premium gets 2 sets of cosmetic armor per class, the premium currency, mounts, and then cosmetic mount armor. The premium currency is smoldering ash, just in case you're wondering. And then you have accelerated, which, I mean, if you've played Call of Duty, you're probably very familiar with this. It's 20 Battle Pass tier skips. So you start, rather than level 1 of the Battle Pass, at level 20, and you get an additional special cosmetic. So that's the difference between the 3 tiers. If you don't want to spend a single penny on the Battle Pass, but you still want some cosmetics, you see you get 27 tiers versus 90 total tiers, you still are going to get some. But the thing that actually gives you power, actual character strength, the season blessings, everyone gets access to. I cannot stress it enough. It's important to know. Probably with the premium, you'll probably get access to more tiers that give you more smoldering ash, but everyone gets this regardless. So the Urn of Aggression, so boost to experience earned from monster kills, boost to amount of gold earned from vendor sales, boost the chance of rare materials from salvage, and boost to the duration of all elixirs. And this is top secret. I don't know what the hell that is. So smoldering ashes unlocked at tier 8, character level 10 required. So this is how the Battle Pass works, in case you had any questions about it, how it works, if you need to pay for it, if paying for it is the only way to actually get anything from it. No, as you can all see here, the season blessings are there regardless of whether or not you pay for it. So the big question you probably have is, which character should you play when the season starts? You know, I've got all these characters here. Which one do I do? This guy looks like he does CrossFit. You know, we'll go do a Bertha or whatever the hell it's called. But that really comes down to you and your preference. What I would tell you is make every single character and get every single character to level 35. Then you've unlocked all of their abilities and you've unlocked their keystone passive. This will allow you to play around with some builds, see which ones you kind of mesh with you a little bit more. Yeah, you're not going to have your Paragon points. You're not going to have the rest of your passives. And if you've done all of your renown, you can actually get this at level 25, right? Because you get 10 skill points. So do that. Try that. Get all of your characters to 25 or 35. See if you like the playstyle, then use that one. Maybe don't use your main, right? I'm not going to play a Necromancer. in season because I've already put so much time into this guy. I'm probably going to play my CrossFitter right here, right? We're going to go definitely do like whatever the fuck it is, one of the ladies CrossFit wads. But that's not what's going to happen, or that's what's going to happen for me personally. For you, if you don't want to do that, if you don't want to level a character, do the one you haven't leveled maybe. You know, hey, you know what? I've leveled a Necromancer, I've started a Druid, I've played a Rogue, I've done a little bit of a Sorcerer, but I still have not done Barbarian. Let's just go ahead and do Barbarian on the season. So if you were hoping for like an actual concrete answer here, it's a very ephemeral one, I apologize, but it's really going to come down to you and your preference. Maybe there's a really big nerf that happens right at or before the season, so it's hard to give you a concrete answer. I would say always play the class that you want to play the most. Have fun in the way that you want to have fun the most. You spent $70 in the game. I say it in almost all my videos. Play whatever the fuck you want to play because you spent your money. It's your time. I don't care what build video I put up or what anyone else puts up. Play the one that you have the most interest in. It's the way you'll get the most benefit out of the seasons because those are going to be running in perpetuity of the game. So let's close this video out now and talk about what happens after the season ends. So the real final question is, what happens once the season ends? What happens after the season? Well, like I said before, your character is going to transfer from the seasonal realm to the standard realm, to the eternal realm. That's it. Hey, look, John Cena's here. And then after that, you're probably wondering what happens with your stash, with your character goodies, right? Your inventory, all this, geez, I got to work on my inventory. All this is going to transfer over as normal. But your stash, and this is anecdotal experience. I don't know how it's going to work in D4, but this is how it worked in D2 and in D3, right? D2R has the same system. Your stash gets truncated into a special stash that you can pull from the Eternal Realm. Let me re-clarify that. So let's say this whole stash right here. All these items are going to get put into a special limited access stash that you can access on the Eternal Realm and pull items from that stash into your parent Eternal Realm stash. And when that happens, in the past, you've only had one season to do it. So if you're playing on season 1, the season 1 ends, season 2 starts. Well, you have all of season 2 to pull all of your goodies from season 1 out of the season 1 stash and put them into your season 2 stash. Your season 2 character does not benefit from anything from season 1. It all starts over again, just like season 1 did. So that's how it all progresses over for you. It's a very fun system. If you've never played a season in an ARPG, it's why a lot of people play ARPGs long term, because it allows you to kind of approach things in different ways. Usually there's different cosmetics that are rewarded, or there's different balance patches that make certain builds particularly good. In Diablo 3, they used to just straight up give you a set at the end of the max level of a season to just kind of focus on a specific set for that season. We don't know how Diablo 4 seasons are actually going to fully be implemented, but hopefully this video gives you a really good idea of how you can take advantage of it and how you can prepare yourself for when Season 1 of Diablo 4 starts. Now, as of the launch of this video, that should roughly be 3 to 4 weeks from now. They said around mid-July. They said 6 weeks from the launch of the game is when the first season starts. So be on the lookout for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be jumping into it and doing a whole bunch of stuff alongside that as well. But if you have any questions about this, or if this confused you in any way, please, by all means, let me know in the comment section below. I'm more than happy to help you out and walk you through the process. Anything else you guys need, though, go ahead and let me know, and I'll do my best to help. But as always, have a good one, and take care.